name is Antoinette, and today I want to talk to you about what it means to try. The word try is one of my favorites in the English language. I enjoy the possibility that lies within it. Giving something a try means you're willing to dabble, willing to take a risk, willing to step out and try something new. It also signifies that you're willing to trade comfort for a new experience and an unpredictable outcome. It's funny, I've said the word willing 4 times now. Maybe I should do an episode on willingness too. But back to try. I've recently been in a huge slump. I believe in playing big, but playing big involves risks. It's like walking a tightrope, or mountain biking a really rough and elevated trail, or daring to dive to the farthest depths in the ocean. Playing big is fun and exciting, but it's also scary enough to carve a hole in your stomach. And it can take a lot of energy. It requires regular refueling of the soul, regular timeouts, regular development of the self to become something you've never been before. But when the rough spots pass and the affirmations kick in, a new day dawns, the clouds clear. There's something beautiful about taking in a deep breath and dedicating to trying once more. When we try, we get up off the floor of the arena and stand to face the fight again. Trying tells the universe that you're still in it and not to count you out. Trying opens you up to learning new lessons and taking a new fork in the road on the journey. We grow when we decide to try. Especially when we've had all of the wind knocked out of us, it takes a special kind of energy to summon both the courage and the strength to try again. And when I get particularly down on myself, I try to always remind myself of all that I would not have had I not tried. The same is true of you. Every bad day that you've ever had, you've survived. Somehow you made it through. And if you're listening to me right now, chances are that you've made some good turns along the path of your life, regardless of how many not so good ones might be mixed in. And what's really cool about the not so good ones is that once you have some distance from them and you can see the situation in its entirety more, you start to see how those rough turns actually helped push you toward the good ones. You were moving toward your destiny all along. 3 other things I want you to remember. First, trying is the opposite of giving up. If there is something pressing on your mind, your heart, and your soul for you to do, you will have to try. And keep in mind that trying doesn't have to be grandiose, long strides. Taking baby steps and inching toward your goal is just fine. As long as you do something, you're on the right track if you do something. Some days you will sprint. Other days, you will just take a few steps. The objective is movement, so just keep moving. Next, trying makes you exempt from having to deal with the criticisms lobbed at you from the cheap seats by people who aren't doing a darn thing. If you have people in your life who respond to your aspirations by casting doubt, by asking undercutting questions, just mute and delete those voices. They serve to only slow you down. Think of them like boulders that get tied to your boat. Now, what kind of boat you pilot is up to you. It could be a rowboat, a sailboat, or a speedboat. Each of them moves at a different rate depending on the amount of effort you exert, as well as the resourcefulness you employ, and the resilience you supply. But regardless of your vessel, strapping boulders to it will undoubtedly slow it down. Naysayers, critics, the overly righteous, who tend to also be the ones who would never dare to summon the courage to step out on their own creativity and gumption the way that you have no business trying to influence you with their self-limiting beliefs. Tune them out. Lastly, and this is perhaps most important, remember that you're allowed to try and try again as many times as you need. Especially when you're going for the big dreams, you will need multiple restarts. Murphy and his law will show up to throw some speed bumps at you. You will experience setbacks. At times, you will need to take a rest. But as long as you get back up to keep trying, you're fine. It's not over until you win. Fill me in on anything you're currently trying for by writing to me at info@middayreset.com. I'd also love it if you'd leave us a review and tell the world everything you enjoy about the reset. You can also follow me on Instagram at The Midday Reset. I always enjoy hearing from you. Take care, my friends, and I will see you next time.